Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, and welcome to Command Power, the show in which we discuss all things Magic the Gathering with a focus on Commander. And today we have a brand new episode in our card spotlight series in which I look at a card that I feel is underplayed or underappreciated in Commander and discuss its merits. But before we do that, just a quick reminder to please click subscribe if you enjoy these videos. It's the only way the YouTube algorithm really notices me, and we're currently growing the channel and it helps me a lot. Much appreciated. And in today's video, we're doing a spoiler spotlight for new Phyrexia or will be one Commander. This is Glistening Sphere from one of the Commander products, and it is a 3 colorless artifact that enters the battlefield tapped, and when it enters the battlefield, it proliferates, and then it can tap to add 1 mana of any color, and then it can be corrupted, which means that if any opponent has 3 poison counters or more, you can tap it to add 3 mana of any one color. So this is obviously great in a poison deck, or in a deck with Infect, or in a deck that is looking to abuse Corrupted. But to be honest, I want to look at this card for the more broader applications that it brings. And also, I wanted to discuss a little bit about 3 mana rocks in Commander, because there's a lot of negative sentiment in the community for 3 mana rocks. I actually don't think they're that bad. I think in certain decks, depending on what your Commander costs, they can be very good. If your Commander costs 5, for example, then they're a great way to ramp from 3 to 5, and a lot of them come with added utility, because when you're paying 3 mana, of course, you have to do more than just adding mana of any color. So there's a lot of 3 mana rocks that I think are really worthy in the format right now, like Patriarch's Seal. I think Commander's Sphere is a fine one. I think Relic of Legends is a fine one too. Decanter of Endless Water is great, and I think Glistening Sphere might just find its way in there, because the Proliferate ability is a really underrated ability in Commander. It's super strong, and the fact that you can give all of your cards with counters an extra counter is just fantastic. Of course, if you're in a poison deck, this is particularly good. This seems like a new interesting addition to the 3 mana rock slot. Of course, coming in tapped is always a little bit awkward, but it doesn't come up as often as you might think. It's awkward, but it's not the worst, and it's not a deal breaker. I think having Proliferate more than makes up for that. So I'm going to evaluate this card assuming that we can't turn on the Corrupted. I still think it's a really, really good card. I think the Proliferate is usually worth about 1 to 2 mana, so when you discount that, you're probably getting a 2 mana rock here that comes in tap and taps for any color. That's pretty solid. Now, what kind of decks are going to be particularly interested in this? Well, any Super Friends deck is going to absolutely love this, because getting to give all of your Planeswalkers an extra counter is really good, and it's on a mana rock, which is something you want to be doing anyway. I think it can't be overlooked just how valuable it is having these kind of incidental good abilities on mana rocks, because mana rocks are something that you want in your deck no matter what, and it means that you're not having to use a slot to put in Proliferate somewhere else, because you just get it for free on this mana rock. It's so good. This will also fit really well, of course, in any counters deck, such as my Vorel of the Hullclade deck, or in the new Izuri from Phyrexia or will be one, which cares about proliferating. It's going to be awesome in there, of course. And then, of course, in any new poison decks that show up, this can help you finish off the game. And if you ever manage to get the Corrupted ability online, this is absolutely amazing, because getting 3 mana of any one color as well as a free Proliferate on your 3 mana rock is just unbelievable. It's going to ramp you so much if you manage to turn that on. Anyway, I think this card has a lot of potential, and I look forward to playing it in the Commander format. So there you have it. That has been our card spotlight for today. What are your thoughts on this card? Let me know in the comment section below. I read all comments and respond to all of them too. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click like or subscribe. It really helps the channel. And until next time, take care. Woo!